Johnny Snow in the building, and today on Chop It Up, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna break down everything I got on my Draco, because everybody keeps asking me, what do you have on your Draco? What do you have on your Draco? And they ask about all of them, but this episode right here, I'm gonna focus on the Micro. All right, the Micro is the easiest one until it comes to the wood, because it's gonna be real hard to reproduce the wood, but everything else is very easy to reproduce. All right, when it comes to the wood, you got to go to Kalashnikov, and he freehand the wood. So, well, let's go ahead and pull it on up. All right, here we go. We got the Micro Draco right here. This is the Micro Draco. It is 7.62x3.9 AK-47 pistol. This has the itty bitty barrel. This is the smallest of 4 models. You have your full size Draco, you have your mini Draco, you have your Micro Draco, and you have the Draco NAC 9, which I got 2 NAC 9s. There's one of the NAC 9s right there, another one in the safe, and then of course I got all the other Dracos too. So you let me know if you want to see one of the other Dracos. Matter of fact, here's the mini right here. Got the mini. So I'll do a breakdown on the mini as well, if you want to break down, if you want to know everything I have on the mini. So back to this Micro. All right, this Micro did not start out like this. All right, this Micro started out tactical. I had a rail on it, I had a beam on it, I had all types of stuff on it, and I had the tanker style brake, and it was loud, shot fireballs everywhere, and it was just obnoxious, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. And I was in my own little happy land until one day I got a comment, and the comment, the guy said, "Look, dude, that Draco's all well and good, but it ain't no real Draco unless you got wood on it." And I felt that. I was like, nah, I feel it. So after Buddy came at me like that, told me, it ain't no Draco without wood, I started doing a little research on who can do wood and all that, and I found Kalashnikov on Instagram, and I started talking to him, and he made a piece for my ZPAP M92. He did the wood for that. It was a Bandito, and it was absolutely awesome. So then after he did the Bandito, he did another one for my M85, and that was a hollow fin. Awesome job. So then I was like, okay, I done put all this money into this Draco. Am I about to take all this money off the Draco and put wood on it? And that's exactly what I did. Matter of fact, I got all that stuff sitting in a box right now. I need to get that stuff away. But yeah, that's exactly what I did. I took the rail off. I took all that stuff off, and he sent me a picture of some freehand that he did on some Osage orange, which he freehanded this. And he asked me, he was like, "Do you like this?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "I don't need to change it none. I don't need to do none of this, that, and other." It's like, nah, that's perfect. So that's how this was made. This was a freehand, carving from what I have to describe as a wood master, because he does awesome work, absolutely awesome work. He did the foregrip, and that wood was a must-have for me, because I know Dracos come with something close to this color wood, but this wood right here, at one point in time, it was called unobtainium. That's what my wood man called it. He said it was unobtainium because couldn't get it anywhere. Couldn't get this wood anywhere. And this was the last little bit that he had. And matter of fact, I just talked to him the other day. He said he got a big chunk of it. So if y'all trying to get the Draco stuff, go holler at him, ClashTheCarver.com. But he did this for me, and he had another piece of Osage orange for my mini. So he did these two because my two micro mini Dracos had to be this color wood. That was my stipulation. It had to be this color wood. So he did it, and he did a fantastic job. Fantastic job on it. So that's where the wood is from. All right, that's one thing off of the parts list. The wood. So now the magazine, AC Unity magazine. And I have so many magazines. This one is last round bolt hold open, and it's made out of polymer. I have a few steel ones, and I have some US Palm and all that. Just when it comes to a magazine, just don't get super cheap. Super cheap tend to have failure to feed issues and all that. You don't want to do super cheap. Even though these are very inexpensive in themselves. All right, and next, let's talk about the blast device. The blast device is from Damage Industries. This is a 3-slot Vortec with a blast sleeve. 3-slot Vortec with a blast sleeve. And this is a blast forwarding device. So all the concussion in the blast is angled forward, downrange, away from you and bystanders, people standing beside you in the range and all that. Because I used to have the tanker, the Barrett style tanker, and it would blast and it'll set the foam on fire, and people beside me would move. So this tempers it down a little bit. I know some people want theirs as loud as possible. Go with the tanker. If you want it louder, go with the J-Mac. I have the J-Mac. Hold on. I have the J-Mac LAF 14 on the mini right here. So here, I'll let y'all see that. The J-Mac, and that's also Osage orange, and you can actually see the Kalashnikov down there, Osage orange. So the J-Mac is the LAF 14. LAF stands for loud and flashy. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. A big flash, very loud. Big flash, very loud. So that's the blast device. Damage Industries 3-slot Vortec and blast sleeve. All right, this trigger. The trigger is a Fostech Echo 2. Fostech Echo 2. Top slot, no shot. Bottom slot, 1 shot. Middle slot, you're sending one down range on the squeeze. You send another one down range on the release. All right, so this is the binary from Fostech, and these run probably about between 550 and 450, 550 and 450, somewhere in there. And I can say that this was reliable up until a point, and then it disintegrated. Sent it back. They didn't give me any heartache. Sent me another one, and it's been running flawless ever since. All right, so that's the story with the Fostech. This is a fun trigger to use, and it's not cheap, and you do burn through ammo very quickly. So the novelty wears off very fast. That's just the long and short of it. The novelty wears off. But it is fun. It is fun. I will say that. But being completely honest. Alright, so now let's go to this folder. This folder is an Ace folder. And it the folder is actually 2 tap screws into the back, into the rear of the Micro, and I do not like the ones that go up under your pistol grip. I've had those cause the pistol grip to fail before, and I just do not like putting things up under there. So I put the 2 screws in the rear because it's a more solid setup, and I have never had an issue from having the 2 holes in the back of the weapon. So it doesn't hurt it. So don't be afraid to have 2 screws drilled into the back. You know, I actually had Shannon up at Arrowhead in Jonesboro, Georgia. He's the one that did it for me. He does all the stuff that I don't do myself. I take it to Shannon up at Arrowhead, and he knocks it out for me. Yeah, he's freaking awesome. He's freaking awesome. You can see here. See the work on it. It is flawless. It is flawless. So that is how I did the folder. And the brace is a Komodo tail. Komodo tail. You can get this from Optics Planet, and I think they run like 150, somewhere in that area, about 150. So yeah, Komodo tail. And then the brace is a strong arm. Is a strong arm brace, a double star strong arm. All right, so you can get this brace. I got it from I believe it was Palmetto State Armory, and it's like $125, and I believe they have it at Optics Planet as well, so you can look there. But yeah, if you don't see it at either one of those places, just Google strong arm brace and it'll pop up, and everybody that have it in stock, you know how to use Google. All right, so that's how. Let's see, that's pretty much all of it. Like I said, this is a very simple setup. It is very easy to reproduce until you get to the wood. When it comes to the wood, like I said, he drew this by hand. You know, even though it does look like a simple design, and yeah, but the problem is finding some more Osage orange wood. But definitely go to him, and if you want to reference this video, tell him this is what you want. I'm sure he can make it for you. You know, and I have no problem with people, you know, learning how to put it together, because yeah, I don't hold a patent on this. I don't care. It is awesome. If somebody else were to build the same thing, that's awesome to me. That's awesome to me. You know, so that's everything that I've done to this Draco. The only irreversible thing that I've done is 2 holes in the rear, and when I had the rail on it, I had to put a hole up top when I had the quad rail on it. But other than that, nothing is irreversible, not even the trigger. So there you have it. It's the complete breakdown of this Micro Draco, and I love this gun. This is by far one of my favorites. It's right there with the Comrade. The Comrade is, I love my Comrade. The Comrade is awesome. But this is awesome as well. This is awesome as well, especially with this trigger on it. I mean, it was awesome without the trigger. This is just a fun gun to shoot. If you have an opportunity to snatch you one up, by all means, snatch you one up, because these they become available, and then next thing you know, you don't see them again for like 6-7 months. So they're just a fun gun to have. Absolutely fun gun to have. So with that, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe. Hit notifications. Johnny Snow up out of here.